a black lady. She screaming Black Lives Matter, and then there were other groups. There was a Muslim lady. She's screaming, Muslim stuff. Um, but it's like it's just a bunch of different groups out there trying to meld all their grievances together into one, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
And so, the Muslims probably don't care about Black Lives Matter, and the Black Lives Matter probably don't care about Muslims. Uh,
That's not true.
but they both hate the government or some sort like that. So
Where you gone?
they kind of, they kind of have a similar enemy, I guess you could say, which is the government.
Mhm.
Which is the government. So that's kind of my take on when I see the blacks out there protesting.
Mhm.
Because Johnny Boy said you should send them all back. Send them if they're illegal. He said send them back to Mexico.
They're not
If they're
all from
illegal.
Mexico.
They're illegals. He says, and he has a child that's half Mexican.
I but it's is okay.
Say what?
So I think I agree with them. If they're
You say you agree with sending them back?
yeah, if they're yeah.
She gets his turn.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that too. And, Johnny Boy, his brother is here, and he's homeless. He can't find a bed. They won't allow him in the shelter, whatever the case may be, right? And so Johnny Boy saying, hell, there are 150 Mexicans in the shelter. One of those beds could be yours, and he's in the shelter.
Yeah.
And this is right here on Martin Luther King Avenue. You know where the shelter is, over on Martin Luther King by Homeland Security. And so, Johnny Boy makes an interesting argument that, hey, this,
They're
you know,
taken away from the
yeah, housing, that's
Pretty-
good.
already a shortage of beds and
Say that one more time.
they already had a shortage of beds in the shelters.
Yeah, yeah. And so Johnny Boy, you can't even get on the work side, right? You said the Mexicans got the work side, and the work side is better than the.
Way better.
He said the work side is way better than the other
regular
side.
people.
The work side. So in terms of you're saying there's more available work.
No, he's saying when you're in the shelter
If you have a job.
Uh-huh.
and you have a
Oh,
job.
they have a work side in the shelter.
And so he's saying that the work side is full, because all the Mexicans there on the work side.
Yeah.
And so he's saying that he's on the non-work side because of that. Yeah, go up there.
I'll show you.
I know where it's at.
Because it was full.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said it was full.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't touch nothing.
Yeah, don't break shit. Yeah. Anyway, very interesting. Very interesting. Johnny Boy. He came over here this morning. He said I guess he's not working because they got the Mexicans on his job as well. Where he works.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You mean so he's just not working today, or they took his job?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna ask him. But I would imagine though that Johnny Boy.
Yo.
So what, they cut your hours?
No, like you, I'm a contractor. When the contract's up, gotta get a new one.
So your contract is up.
Not unless they renew it.
So say what? Don't sit on my arm.
Not unless they renew it.
So the contract needs to be renewed.
Yes.
And so you haven't been working for what, 3 days?
3 days.
Do you think it's gonna be renewed?
I hope so.
Damn. Well, who's working there
He
now?
said no telling.
Who's-
Is that what he said?
Somebody said waves to lovely Lisa. Lindy Lou said, lovely Lisa. Good morning.
Good morning.
So the Spanish
That's
Spanish
okay.
people are working there now.
I don't know. I haven't been there in 3 days.
But somebody's got to be doing maintenance.
Mexicans.
You think the Mexicans, they took over again?
I hope not.
Damn. Yeah, so he works right behind me, and it's like a housing project building downtown.
It is a housing project.
Yeah, housing project right behind me. Yeah. Right here in
Yeah,
Southeast.
that's crazy because you would think if they would have renewed the contract.
Something to work out.
Well, they probably
for 3
did.
days.
They probably renewed it with the other company.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You know, the Latino labor is going to be, you know, it's
And
hard to find. And
and he just doesn't realize he
Take
doesn't have a
things that
job
look like
anymore.
this.
yeah, I think, I
Y'all
don't
can
know.
see it.
You did that? Was it a T-trap, a P-trap?
And I make them look like this.
Okay, Johnny. You sent me that video, Johnny. I showed the audience what you did there. So he did. He showed me some plumbing work.
Of people's houses.
He showed me some plumbing work he's done.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, damn Johnny boy.
They might have been able to fix that sink over at
Fix
3519.
stuff like this.
Maybe.
Stoves and whatnot.
Oh yeah. So yeah. You had to put it in front of the camera right there. So you got some good handyman skills.
I'm a maintenance man. It's a difference.
What's the difference between maintenance and handyman? They're about the same.
I fix things like this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the broken outlet there. You know. A lot of that shit. They did be snatching shit out the walls and shit.
I also fix these.
What the hell is that?
It's a porch light.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Johnny boy. Trying to get my comments up on the screen, Lisa. I don't know what seconds on.
Was it working and it stopped, or you just haven't been able to get it going today?
I'm just not getting it started. It's like a little plug-in that you can use to go around StreamYard's functionality. It allows you to see how can I do that. Trigger fake message. Yeah, that's pretty slightly. Anyway, Lisa, I ain't gonna hold you this morning. I got Johnny.
All right, don't forget to look for that lawnmower. Don't forget to look for the lawnmower that you want.
Walmart.
Lawnmower.
I can't do retail.
See what?
The lawnmower.
Oh, lawnmower. Yeah. I need to do that.
I don't like
Sure.
people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so Johnny boy, well, then turn the mic back around. There you go. What the heck, we gonna take a shit?
Mm-hmm.
In
Probably
case
washers under
you can't,
something like that.
you ain't got,
Yes.
what you brought, a washcloth with him?
Right. Use some hand soap or something.
Damn, he out here on the streets for real.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I couldn't afford the hotel no more.
How long you stayed in the hotel?
About a week.
What hotel?
Motel 6. No, what is it called? Red Roof Inn.
Out there in Maryland,
Rivertown.
Rivertown.
Mm-hmm.
How much was that shit?
It was 130.
A day?
I had to extend it. Trying to look out for my bro. Fucked up my money.
Trying to look out for who? Your brother?
Yeah.
Why, you didn't want him out on the street?
Of course I did.
So you put him up in a hotel?
Yeah.
Damn.
But he loved the Mexicans and he don't like Trump.
He ain't even got nowhere to live.
Exactly. Fucking siblings. I
God
need to
damn.
be cold-hearted like you, bro.
So it was you, your girl, and him up in the hotel?
Yeah, she came a couple of days because, you know, she wanted to make sure I wasn't doing nothing I wasn't supposed to do.
Yeah. You didn't tell me, well, you did say he put your ass up in y'all was staying up in the motel for a week.
Couple days, yeah.
You think you gonna be able to find work, or you don't give a fuck?
I could find work. What the hell?
Are you gonna find work though?
Of course.
When?
I could find work right now.
Like where?
Like where?
Yeah, doing what?
I do landscaping.
When last time you done some landscape?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. What you do?
Landscape.
Like what did you do? What kind of
Oh,
landscape?
what did I do?
Let me get one of them American Spirit.
What kind of landscaping job you did?
Tree removal.
Oh, you removed the tree.
Trimming. Trimming.
You trim down a tree. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So why the hell you don't do that shit every day? There's gotta be plenty of work to be doing around here.
Yeah. Well, like he said, the aliens stole my job.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, now I understand.
That's you look at alien.
Now I understand.
Now you want to get them up out of here now.
I mean, shit, if you could do the job better than I can, why am I mad?
Yeah.
If anything, I should be trying to get up under you to
Do you think?
figure out how you do it better than myself.
Do you think the Mexicans work harder than you?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
So how do you think the Mexicans have had so much success in America?
Cooperation with each other, which blacks
Yeah.
don't do. They're too busy trying to fight each other to actually work together.
So I don't cooperate with you.
Hell no.
You know what? If I wasn't a Christian,
See?
if I wasn't a Christian,
See. Prime example.
if I wasn't a Christian,
Let me call Be Brave. What we
yeah, call me brave.
Yeah, we call Be Brave.
Call me
Hey,
brave.
your phone, TV, I said your TV, your computer doing something.
Oh, this shit, I don't know what the fuck it's doing. Oh, there it is.
People say I don't love my people. Ain't that some shit?
You don't.
Ain't that some shit?
You know that answer it.
His old ass probably sleep.
Nah, Brady be getting his ass up. He get his ass up. He's 70 years old. He be going at it, bro. He be going at it.
Who's
for real.
the lady you were just talking to?
Yeah, my lovely lady, Lisa. Yeah.
I ain't mad at you. You threw her on live. How's it go? Snap.
See what? What this lady just said? Uh-oh. The stripper wasn't able to work. She said her manager was mad at her.
Oh, whoa. That's dope. This
I
backtrack on that.
got a text
The
message.
stripper wasn't able to work.
Yeah, she said her manager.
And her manager got mad at her because she can't go to work.
How good does she look?
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Is it? I got a picture of it. Let me find it.
You ain't got no picture of the
I
damn.
do. I got a video of it. Hold on.
Make sure you ain't streaming that one.
He sure enough is. Everything live.
Nah, I ain't. You know, she ain't stripping in that. You know what I'm saying? She just.
Let's see.
Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up in a minute. Oh shit. Shit, I need you to do some painting. You want to paint?
Damn right.
And I need you to put in some air conditioners and shit.
I can do that.
You know you just repeated yourself, right?
You gonna help him? You gonna help him have?
You just
Nope,
said the
he's not
same
gonna
thing
help me.
earlier.
I'm gonna take all the money and give it to the Mexicans.
I believe you too.
Yeah. Let me get you the I need some air conditioners to put in some windows.
Floor units or window units.
He just said
Windows.
I can do that.
Yeah.
You're not hot, cause you sweat like a mud chucker.
Where's the work at?
Shit right around here. We're gonna get to it in a minute. Shit, I'm hoping somebody called about a fucking room.
Told
Nigga
you I
said
know a
it's dope
couple
on
people.
mine, huh?
Oh, no, I don't do that. I ain't no.
You should have been recruiting all them fucking good Mexicans in the homeless shelter.
I know a couple people.
You talking about V?
Not V, but I do know a couple people.
In the homeless shelter.
Yeah, they can get you a couple days.
Yeah, hell yeah. The Mexicans.
Some Mexican, some black, some white.
Is white people in there?
Yeah.
For real?
I saw two of them yesterday. I was surprised.
Yeah.
What the
I
fuck?
done told you they all come from different walks of life.
What the white people doing in there?
Being homeless. Hide from their wives.
Hiding from their wives? What do you mean?
What I mean is,
The money fucked up, and then now they there.
that and hiding from their wives, like, it depends, you know. not necessarily depend, but they all come from different walks of life. There's
Yeah.
some people that work for Metro. There are some people that are like road good electricians. There are some people. There are many.
Let me get a cigarette.
Like I say, it's what you make it is.
Let me
If
have
you're
the
not
jack, yeah.
buying like this stupid motherfucker right here.
Let's kind of Jack Mo.
No, because you don't want to support Trump.
Hold on, hey, I'm about to call. I'm about to call. You know what Players Lounge is right around the corner?
I do.
I'm about to call the dude that own the lounge, the bar next door.
Word?
Yeah, he want do
Shit,
an
see if
interview
he
with-
hired me.
Huh?
See if he hired me.
You see if he
I
got
can,
more.
I can wash some dishes.
Let me see if he's gonna answer the phone. He may not be open yet.
Don't up no about 10.
Yo, John, can I get a cigarette? Thought you could see it my way.
Damn, I was hoping he answered the phone. Yeah, what's I about to say here? Damn, are we still? Yeah. Lindy Lou, Dane Nixon. Someone said, Johnny Boy, can't you learn a trade?
I do know a trade.
What trade?
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, he's
Well,
a
can you
competent.
master a trade? That's what they want to know. Can you master a trade?
I can.
Hey, what's up, Wale, man? You want to call in? You can. He said it's 7 million East Indians, 7 million Chinese, and 7.4 million Jews in the USA owning most of the businesses, rentals, stores, hospitals, gas stations, etc. in our environments. Yeah, that's very true. Hey, let me ask you.
Facts.
You stayed at a motel, you said for a week?
Yeah.
5 days?
Yeah.
Who owned the motel? Who ran the motel?
Well, the person that ran me the room was white, man.
Really? I
Yeah.
think in Rivertown.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, he may live there. Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
No
you
shit.
know, if you rent a motel, hotel room for over 30 days, you're supposed to get several discounts.
You would know that.
You ain't rented for 30 days, so it don't fucking matter.
Shut up.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this question. Do you think the American dream is dead?
No.
Yes and no.
What do you mean yes and no?
What I mean, we're a capitalist society, so you
You
get
think so?
you get what you put in.
Really? Wow.
If you're smart, you're educated, even for
So
a
why
guy
you-
like me,
let
if
me-
I truly apply myself.
Let me ask you this question, right? Why do you
Can I
think?
finish my
why do you think
statement?
Trump is attacking Harvard?
Why I think he's attacking Harvard? How is he attacking Harvard?
Well, answer the first question first. Do you think the American dream is dead?
No. Let me elaborate a bit.
All right.
If you're educated and you work hard, you'll be alright. You won't be rich, but you'll be comfortable.
Did you ever think that when you were a young boy, you'd be living like in a homeless shelter?
Hell no.
What did you think you would be when you were 18 years old?
At least have my own apartment,
Yeah.
you know, but rates are going up, things of that nature, the cost of living, depending on where you live at in the country. There's hope, there's opportunity. You just have to apply yourself.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
and for a person like I have pride, and I've been holding on to it,
Oh.
and I need to let it go a little bit, but at the same time,
In terms of what? Pride and what?
supporting this stupid motherfucker.
Oh, so you throw me in your bullshit. Cool.
Okay, I need to put him on my taxes,
You probably can, shit. Why can't you?
but no, the American dream's not that. It's there if you want it. You just got to be motivated.
What about you, Ed? You think the American dream is dead?
Not at all.
Did you think that you'd be homeless, when you were 18 years old? You think you'd be homeless now today?
No.
What did you think you would be when you were 18? Today, if you could like time capsule back, when you were 18, what did you think you'd be at the age you are now? Were you about 35?
Something like that, but no.
Well, what did you think?
Not here. Not here.
Whoa.
What did you think?
Freaking Miami somewhere.
But I mean, like, what did you think your life would be? That's what I'm
Thought
asking.
it would be a rapper.
Did you want
So
to be?
now I'm a rapper.
Did you want to be a rapper?
Fuck no.
Oh, okay. So what did you think you would be?
Not here.
Oh shit.
Real
Boy,
estate, be honest.
boy, I just said, goddamn, pull this shit and look. This your brother right here.
Yeah.
I told you I don't want to see that shit.
All right, I ain't gonna show it to you, nigga. God damn, that's crazy. I just pulled that shit up though.
You did it on purpose.
Nah, that shit just came up on the stream. On the screen. So what do you think has been the biggest thing that has held you back? Or your biggest obstacle in
Me,
life?
me,
Both of y'all. Okay, so which you answer first.
education.
What do you mean by that?
Should have stayed my dumb ass in school. But it's never too
You
late.
talking about high school?
Yeah.
You didn't graduate?
You know I went to fucking Job Corps.
Oh, you went to Job Corps?
Yeah, I was in Pennsylvania. You remember?
Yeah, how was Job Corps?
Job Corps was the shit.
Like, what you mean?
It was fun. I learned some things. That's how I'm doing. Well, of course, you know, you showed me a little bit. That's what inspired me to do such things.
Yeah.
You know, as
You
far
know-
as maintenance and everything like that. But I was distracted, kind of, sort of.
What were you distracted by?
The white women. I ain't gonna lie.
The white women had you distracted. Yeah. Is that right? The white women had you. They did.
Women in general.
Women in jail, but the white girl really got your ass, huh? The
I
white
like
girl.
the pink nipples.
You like the pink nipples?
Yeah, but you know,
What?
that's what it is.
They did it. Yeah, damn, boy. That fucked you up in Job Corps. You know they
No,
closing.
they didn't.
You know they closing a lot of them fucking Job Corps. You know that, right?
I do know.
What you think about that?
They shouldn't do it.
But they ain't learned it. Apparently they ain't learning shit. Why should they keep it open?
People are learning from the Job Corps.
You think so?
They definitely are. You know,
Yeah.
my people. There are. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of blacks and whites and Mexicans and couple Asians and stuff like that. You know, it's good. It's really good.
You think it's a good program?
It is a very good program.
Were you in Philadelphia or what? Pittsburgh?
Pennsylvania,
What part of Pennsylvania?
Keystone,
Oh, really? Okay, shit. Yeah, I ain't never heard of that, but that's cool.
Keystone, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Fucking Keystone. Yeah, I never been there before. Damn. 17-year-old shot during fight near Chicago's 31st Street beach. Damn. Damn. Look at this shit, Johnny boy.
I see.
You see that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, right? Look at this shit. I'm pull this shit up. Damn.
But I will bring you guys some videos for your viewers.
You gonna get some good? You gonna get some good video, huh?
I'm gonna bring you some.
What you think we're gonna get?
I don't know. I'm gonna bring you a couple and you decide what you want to post.
Look at this shit, motherfucker.
I ain't got nothing else better to do.
Motherfucker shot in Chicago, Johnny.
Stupid as hell.
Oh, they ain't talking about it. They just showing it. Damn. A lot of wild shit in the
Not
news,
sure.
bro. Damn, a lot of wild shit in the news today.
New details are emerging from the investigation of the deadly stabbing at a luxury high-rise in Brickell.
Anyways,
It is a story
people-
that we Sunday when a 17-year-old was killed in a unit. The 26-year-old suspect was then also found dead. Chris Hush is live for us from Miami Police Headquarters. Chris, tell us more about the victim now that we have an age and perhaps an identity.
This is wild shit.
Story that continues to have many twists and turns here. The identities of both the victim and the suspect, as you heard, have been released by Miami police. And now police are also confirming that this 17-year-old was stabbed to death while he was asleep in that unit. A teenager
17-year-old,
stabbed
yeah.
to death while he was asleep in a 34th floor condo unit inside the Icon Brickell building in Miami. It's the latest development released by Miami police investigators who say 17-year-old Dominic Farrell was found dead when officers arrived at the building on Sunday. The unit's door was unlocked with no signs of forced entry. Earlier today, police also confirmed the identity of the suspect, 26-year-old Tyrell Kell. Police say he was seen on surveillance cameras running from the building to a construction site across the street.
This motherfucker killed somebody. Damn. That's fucking crazy.
Later Sunday, police found his body on the lower floors of the building that is currently under construction. Investigators believe he fell to his death, although it's unclear if it was accidental or intentional.
It's just that feeling of not knowing, feeling unsafe.
Residents at the property say the stabbing happened in Tower 3, a building that shares space with the W Hotel and where many owners host their units for short-term vacation rentals. For the third day in a row, Miami police were seen at the Icon Brickell building as investigators try to get to the bottom of what happened, facing many twists in the investigation along the way.
Stabbing in the building sounded like a motherfucker fell off the high rise, fell out of the high rise too.
Oh, he real dead.
God damn. Damn, feds find enough fentanyl to kill Georgia's population. Oh shit. That fentanyl boy had them motherfuckers wild, boy. Look at this shit.
Come outside with your hands up.
This is video you'll see only on Fox 5. The FBI in the Atlanta area making a major drug bust. Federal agents say they stopped millions of dollars of hard drugs from hitting the streets. The feds making that announcement just a few hours ago. Fox 5's Tyler Fingert is live at the FBI Atlanta headquarters with the story in DeKalb County and the exclusive video from a neighbor. Tyler.
Yeah, Christine, good afternoon to you. Federal agents say they found guns, drugs, and a lot of cold hard cash at 3 different locations in the Atlanta area earlier this month. They say it represents the largest fentanyl bust in state history. It was quite the early morning wake-up call in a South Fulton neighborhood as heavily armed FBI agents swarmed a home on Wolftail Court.
When you see this on TV, you never expect that it will happen in front of your house.
Candace Barnett lives next to the home that was raided around 6 a.m. last Thursday. Her family's surveillance cameras captured the shocking scene.
God,
what do you think of him again?
When I saw it originally, and now I'm seeing it again, that's just something you can't unsee.
God damn.
Hello?
The feds wanted to search the home of Bartholomew Keaton Harrelson. They breached his door, and a few minutes after ordering him to come out, he did.
Turn around. Come on back.
The South Fulton home was one of 3 locations tied to Harrelson, a convicted felon. The other 2 raids took place in Douglas County and Atlanta. Investigators say they found more than 550 pounds of illegal drugs.
This was a major drug trafficking operation. The FBI and DEA together seized approximately 750,000 pills. These pills contained either fentanyl, cocaine, or methamphetamine.
During the searches, officials say they also found pill presses to create counterfeit pills, about $150,000 cash, and a piece of unique jewelry. Agents also found more than 2 dozen guns, including a machine.
Look at this silly shit.
This the guy.
Also found pill presses to create counterfeit pills, about $150,000 cash, and a piece of unique jewelry. Agents also found more than 2 dozen guns, including a machine gun. They say Harrelson was prepared to protect his operation. He faces 3 federal charges, including possession with intent to distribute controlled substances.
It is alarming to go into a residence or, in the garage or wherever, that particular area and find this amount of drugs, especially fentanyl.
They found multiple types of drugs in pill and powder form. Specifically, investigators say they found over 56 kilos of fentanyl. Agents say it found enough to kill everyone in Georgia at least 4 times.
This quantity of drugs doesn't get manufactured in the United States, right? So in that fashion, yes, he was being supplied by the cartels.
They say he was being
And
supplied
agents
by
say
the
they
cartel,
found
bro.
over $9 million worth of drugs. They say that Harrelson faces at least 40 years in prison if he's convicted, and up to life in prison. There was also one other interesting find during their searches. Agents found a book, and I want to read that title to you right now. They say it was called How to Avoid Federal Drug Conspiracy and Firearms Charges. Interesting read there, probably. We're live in DeKalb County this afternoon. Tyler Fingert, Fox 5 News.
How to avoid fella. I guess a nigga didn't read the book page to page. Hey, y'all niggas ready to go to work?
Nah, waiting on you for.
Yeah.
Come on, already.
Say what?
Born ready.
You working too?
Waiting on you. What you call yourself, John?
Yeah, I think they exaggerated the death rate too, Sin. Guys, I gotta get these guys to work in here. It's 9 o'clock. We've been sitting around long enough, hanging out. We gotta get to work. Maybe we go live a little bit later. I think I have street interviews scheduled for today. Today, what's today? What's today? Thursday or Wednesday? Thursday? Oh yeah, Thursday's a good day.
He's still alive.
That's when the drinking hour starts. That's when the drinking starts in DC. Happy hour starts on Thursday. The weekend starts on Thursday around this motherfucker. You know what?
You burnt.
So we're gonna go live. You ever seen my street interview? Well, you know, you ever seen my street interviews before?
You just walk around talking to people?
No. We have a little table set up and shit like that.
You serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be real cool, man. You gotta watch it sometime.
You're a wild motor school.
You gotta watch it sometime.
Gotta go get some now. About to go get some content for you guys now.
All right, guys, I gotta get out of here. We gotta put these guys to work here. Thank you for joining. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you support the stream as well. And we'll be back on live for the street interviews probably about 6 o'clock. No, probably about 6 o'clock this evening. Thank you again for joining me. Shit in.
I don't have the right phone.
Say what?
Don't have the right phone.
The right phone?
Yeah, I had some videos.
Oh, well, you ain't got the right phone.
Cause that one's off.
Let me see what this nigga talking about.
I thought you were answering that question.
Are you saying, if you are saying,
I agree with.
Okay, motherfucker, don't overtalk me. You can sit here and I'll let you know when I'm done. Blacks run most cities in the USA. And
It's Stanley Ray.
I would appreciate it. New York City or talking about Philadelphia, and having a black mayor doesn't carry the weight you think it does. Obviously, that black led city is not doing a good job with crime, but it's not a black problem. Now, if you want to make the argument that, hey, these mayors need to be getting some federal help, who's going to deny that they should be doing that to get the numbers under control? All I'm saying is don't fucking bring up Chicago if you're trying to make a point. It just does not work as an argument.
You're back, City.
What's going on? Hello?
Hello.
What's up, Janelle?
Yeah. So what I want to say is, I'm a black man, as you can see, and I agree with you. Crime rates are high, you know, as far as the black community goes and everything like that. And I'm not even high class or anything like that, but I do sympathize with your views. As how do I put it? I'm a black man, right?
Tell them about the Mexicans.
As a low income black man, right? I do understand where you're coming from. I do. And no, the other guy, I can see his point, but you gotta call a spade spade. It is what it is, you know. And I'm not bashing my people or anything like that, but it's very difficult, you know. As you gotta face it. You gotta come to reality, my guy. You just have to.
Okay, well, again,
not you, your other guest that you had.
Well,
I'm saying I agree.
I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying that racializing it, just saying, hey, this falls on the black community in America.
Of course.
There's not. Most of the black community in America does not live in Chicago. Okay, blaming Chicago on black culture just doesn't make sense. It's racializing a problem that shouldn't be racialized, and I think that's why these high crime numbers continue to be high.
What I will
we're treating it as a black problem when it's actually an American problem. Okay,
it's not even that. It's the music. They brainwashed by the music. I'm on Demon Town. I kill this many people. I sell this many drugs and stuff like that. And they listening to it while you're young. You're brainwashed.
Well,
literally,
then
they
that
literally
goes
call
back.
themselves YNs. Young niggas,
Right.
Really?
Well, here's the deal. Here's the
that?
deal with that. And this is another thing, because you're new to the panel, new to the show. I talk about parenting all the time. You know, these kids, we have a parenting
kids
problem.
Raising kids.
That's pretty much
literally
it.
Kids raising kids. I don't mean to go off like that, but it is what it is.
Well, no, I don't have a problem with it. I would agree with you. But crime isn't the only problem. Okay. All I'm saying is that we have a parenting problem, which is kind of a separate show, but it's not, it may be acute in the black community, but it's in the other communities too. America has a parenting problem, which kind of leads into, you know, the education problems we're having. It leads into what you're talking about, the music these kids listen to, etc. And if the problem is kids raising kids, I can't deny. And even if it's not actual like kids, like, you know, a 17-year-old raising a kid, a lot of the older people are immature. Okay, there's some grandpas out there that are pretty much no better than the YNs. So
you definitely got a point there. What it is what the issue is with the media and all of that. we are glorifying crime. For what? What other
Well,
culture
I
does
don't
that?
think who specifically. I don't think most black people are glorifying crime.
Okay.
Are you serious? Did you just see
I
the BET
also
Award?
I also don't think I think hip hop culture, for instance, and I'm not, I'm 60, I don't listen to hip hop much. I'm just saying that even if you want to look at hip hop culture, the urban culture, most black people, it's a part of black culture, but you can't say hip hop culture is black culture. There's some problems here
You
with
can
our
say that.
perception.
You can
I
say
no,
that.
I
You
I
definitely can
don't
say
think you
that.
can. I don't listen to hip hop and
So
I'm
I'm the
black.
bad guy.
Okay, wait a minute,
No,
Sally.
I'm
You
just
saying
saying,
hip hop
I'm
is
just
not
saying,
black
dude,
culture?
Solid Snake, hold on.
It's not. But I get what you're saying, but I
Okay,
think you
Solid Snake, hold on.
You think I'm wrong? How?
Yes, I think you're wrong. I think
Okay.
hip hop culture is a part of black culture, but it's not black culture. It's not. When you say hip hop culture, if you also mean black culture, I would say you're wrong. There are plenty of black people who aren't of YN age, who listen
And
to
they
other
act
types of
just like
music.
him. And they
Well,
act just like
absolutely.
him. They
Absolutely.
literally act just like him.
All I'm
Am I
gonna
wrong?
say, all
Am
I'm
I
gonna
wrong?
say, I'm not actually sure you're wrong or right because I'm not sure I understand you. What I'm saying, my
What I'm saying
premise,
is, as a black man, I feel like my people need to stand up for more better values. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
and my
Like,
response as a fellow black man is that they're not your people.
okay, I'll put it to you
I
like
don't.
this:
Let me
as a
clarify
decent
because
human being,
again, it's the first time you and I have ever conversed. I don't think that any one black person represents the whole community. Okay.
okay,
What's his
so
name out in Texas? Damn it. Carmelo Anthony.
hello.
Okay. That Carmelo Anthony incident out in Frisco, Texas. People want to act like, hey, this is an example of trash black culture. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is a Carmelo Anthony's family problem. It may be the local community in Frisco's problem,
You're damn
but
right. It is a family problem.
Carmelo Anthony, his actions do not
Fathers need to
reflect
be
on
more involved in
his
their children's lives.
actions. His actions do not reflect on the black community. It is a
Okay.
Carmelo Anthony problem. It is not a black problem.
I just wanted to chime in and give my opinion on the matter, right? But I'm just saying, like, you're right. Black people just need to unite a little bit more
No,
than
and see, I'm the opposite. I think uniting
a little
is
bit
not
more,
working.
less rap, less promoting all this.
Okay. But
Doing
what I want to
so
say
when you
is
go to make
being black in America post 1964 Civil Rights Act is no longer a communal exercise.
exactly. We got to get back to the Black Panthers. We got to get back to all
No,
of that
we
good
do
stuff.
not. I am
Yes, we do.
the opposite. I am the opposite of that. I think black culture starts at home.
We definitely do.
I literally think black culture is a family thing, and then you kind of escalate it from there. If there's a problem in black culture, it is literally at home. And it's an individual family issue. Okay, you get a bunch of families kind of holding the
It's a
right
community
values,
issue.
and then it grows
It's a
from there.
community issue. It's a
No, it is
community
not.
issue.
It is
Yes, it
not.
is. The
Nope.
Mexicans
Then
stick together.
you and I will
The Asians
fundamentally
stick
disagree.
together.
Okay, again, the Asians, you don't.
And the
I
Mexicans,
don't.
all of them stick together.
Okay, again, I
All
am
of them.
100. I am 100% in disagreement. We're not
Oh,
Asian.
wow.
We're not
Okay.
Mexicans. We have a different
Okay.
history in America.
Okay. Okay.
I think
I'm
I
listening.
think time is out. Time is out for blaming the community for individual actions.
Exactly.
Again, we have to unite. We have to unite.
Ag-
We got to.
Again, I disagree.
The black community is very divided.
The black community is divided because there's not one black community. There are many black communities.
Just like you got Japanese, Chinese, Korean.
We are
and
not
all,
like
all
the
of them stick
Japanese.
together.
We are not
All
like
of
the
them stick together.
Japanese. We are not like the
Mexicans,
Mexicans.
Salvadorians,
We
all
are
them
the
motherfuckers stick
Japanese
together.
do not stick together.
All of them stick together.
I
All
don't
of them.
agree.
Okay. I agree that
So I mean, we
need
we
to
can
unite.
we can
We need to
agree
unite.
we can agree to disagree. I just see it differently. And it doesn't mean that I'm anti-black. I
I'm not
actually
anti-black.
think.
I'm black.
Well, no. I'm talking about me.
Okay.
Just because I
I'm
don't
not
think
anti-black.
there is right. Well, no. I'm not saying you're anti-black. We just see it differently. I don't think there is one contiguous coast to coast black community. I don't
And
think
you're absolutely right about that.
right, and I do not
Why?
think why because
Why do you think that
we
is?
right. And
Well,
is there one white community?
No.
Because
Why do you think that is?
No, not at all.
Do you not see
so
these,
why should there
these
be
United
one
States
black
of
community?
America?
There
Okay,
was a
hold on.
time. There was a time. Like
Where it
way back.
was, where we were united.
Exactly. And all I'm saying is times have changed. We are
All right, my
not
brother
in
wants to chime in.
1930. We are not. Yeah, hold on one sec. We are not.
Don't put me on that
We
shit.
are not in. Look, back in the early 20th century, blacks, like almost like the overwhelming majority of blacks, lived in the South. Okay,
And we were united.
There was united maybe. All
I
I'm
know about
saying,
Tulsa and all that good
right,
stuff.
but all I'm saying is your argument would make sense in 1910. It
Exactly.
doesn't in 2025.